Welcome everyone to the 7th week of the Snowflake Smitty Snowy Sunday Spectacular Show. This week I'm joined by
Mistletoe Matt. Let's go.
And we are here live from the Wendy's in Levittown?
This is Hempstead.
Hempstead, the Hempstead Wendy's.
Levittown's right.
Yeah. And we got a lot to go over. A lot of people have been really liking your podcast lately.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you come up with the inspiration for it?
Well, Joe, I'm glad you asked. It just kind of came to me. I mean, I was sitting there watching S.S.S.S.S, and it's like a week into September. And I'm like, what can I do to really start my campaign and be somebody? And before that, it was the Sunday, so I went to mass in the morning for the first time, in a little bit, I'll admit it. And I was just sitting there, I was just trying to what can I do to enhance my faith there? Because it's been so long since I went to mass, and I don't know. I went after I watched the show, it kind of just clicked.
Yeah.
I mean, in mass, I was thinking about maybe I should read the Bible a little bit, get to know myself, and I watched a show. I'm like, what a better way to read the Bible than to have everyone else read the Bible with me
And enhance my campaign while doing it.
and enhance your campaign. I'm here for everybody. I'm not just here for myself.
Of course. Yeah, and I mean, it's been getting great reviews as of, since it started. But what I want to know is, how does everything else tie in? I get the...
So then the rest of it was well, you can't just do a show about one thing. You gotta have a couple little segments in it.
Yeah.
It's you have your questions. We go through some power rankings or whatever. But for me,
the study of the heart.
Exactly.
We really go in there.
So I'm thinking what else can I do on the show? And I'm well, what have I been doing every day for the past 3 weeks? And that was doing med school stuff. I had tests and whatnot, and I learned all this anatomy. And I'm babies, bro. If we're talking about baby Jesus, why don't we talk about babies themselves? So every time I get my lectures and stuff, I'm looking for new or unique things that babies have. That everybody as an adult doesn't. That really makes us special.
Okay.
So next week I got a really good one. I got a really good one. I'm excited for it. You're gonna be blown away.
And let me tell you, it's a perfect follow-up to Snowflake Smitty Snowy Sunday Spectacular Show.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot happened this week, actually. We had Joe, who's, I guess, your undeclared rival here.
Mm-hmm.
He posted one of the best videos, at least I think, of the campaign this far.
It was the perfect amount of time where I could just pull it up and whatever I was doing, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna watch it, the 3-minute video, whatever it was. First off, I don't want to call us rivals, because I think we're in this together.
Mm-hmm.
And from watching this the spectacular video from last year, Joe should be the number one rookie. I don't even know. I'm not Joe. Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, the other Joe.
Yeah, you're Joe.
I know.
Exactly. He's the old type. I'm just stealing his show because he's special. He's
got
special.
something in him. He's got something in him. I'm just gonna take a napkin.
Yeah, go for it. But if you want to talk about a show, oh my God, his show. I mean, what another unique idea, and also a unique way to present it.
Yeah.
You have your way, I have mine. Zeke does his thing, and then just another he's special. He's talented.
Now, did you notice that it was kind of hidden, but did you notice that in the show he did call you out? Do you know what his first dish was? His first thing that he cooked?
He did hot chocolate.
Italian hot chocolate.
Oh, so you think it's me he's calling out?
Well, yeah.
You don't think he's calling out his brother, the Merry Mobster?
Well, you're Italian.
I am
And
Italian.
a lot of people have been calling you hot chocolate for a while. So what I'm thinking
Really?
is... Oh, yeah. No, I'm
gonna move over.
glad I'm the first one to tell you. I know you want to get close to me after that.
Is that a secret thing that people...
Well, I mean, it's passed around in the community.
I have a friend of mine's mom calls me brown sugar.
I like that.
Yeah, so...
Hey, Joe, there's your recipe for next week.
Oh,
huh?
maybe throw a little... Actually, I think he had some brown sugar in the hot chocolate.
He might have. I've never seen a kid make hot chocolate in an Erlenmeyer flask. That was phenomenal. Everything about it was phenomenal.
It was pure. It was comedy gold. He put the sugar into the test tube, mixed it up, put it into the Erlenmeyer flask. I think this is the right steps, and then threw it into the mug. You could have just put it directly in the mug, but no. Joe had to add his little flair, and it was...
I know.
I was dying laughing.
Couldn't have been done better. Oh my God,
when he was on Bomb Rookies, and he was playing that little outro song. I mean, it wasn't a little outro song. It was one of the.
It's spectacular.
What was the song? It was some Christmas song. A good like
I don't even remember.
Joy to the World. No, it wasn't that. But oh my God, he's talented.
No, and the kid does have skill. I mean, I've been saying on this show since like first week, like the second that kid gets his campaign going, he's running for it. And
Yeah.
we might have just seen the first, the start of it.
He's going. I mean, if I was like cutthroat, I'd be scared.
Yeah.
But like I'm not. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here to try to bring everyone else up. And if he's gonna go to the top, I'd be happy to be the guy below him.
Yeah.
He's hot.
Yeah, he is. And I'm excited to see where he's going to go. This whole year, oh my God, I've never seen it this close. It's been, like, try carving out your 3, 4, 5, and 6 spot right now. It's impossible. You can't do it. Nobody knows. Like, everybody's kind of, like, saying, like, yeah, Leif Lars 1 and 2. But after that, it's, like, it's a total mix-up.
It's hard with these locks, too. I feel like it's kind of like a lock.
Yeah.
Like, not a real lock. Like one of those.
Yeah, it's a
Like
fake.
Yeah, it's like a foam lock.
It's like
you can
chain
rip
batty,
it if you
eh?
want to. But with Leif, Lars, and yourself, like top 3, like I mean, you guys are great and you guys are fantastic. But it's just so hard to put 2 people out of like a 5, 6 spectacular group of people into the 2 slots.
I know.
I don't know if that was worded elegantly, but it
No,
was nice.
I know what you mean. A lot of people have been saying, like, oh, me, Leif, and Lars, top 3. But then 4 and 5, one of them has to be Zeke just because of his actual lock.
Yeah, he's got the real
And
lock.
then you've got the 5th spot. And, like, at this point, how do you know who to put 5th? I don't know.
Because, I mean, again, looking back on that spectacular video, oh, I wish I was there. I appreciate the couple shout-outs that I got from King.
How you watched the whole thing?
Oh, yeah. No, I sat down and I watched it. Yeah. I got a bag of popcorn.
Yeah.
And I just sat down and I just watched it.
It was unbelievable.
But going back, I mean, Liam showing up shirtless. I actually didn't know that he was shirtless.
Yeah.
When I was doing my breast stuff in the jingle bombing, the bomb rookies.
Your breast stuff?
Oh yeah, that I was shaking myself.
I like that a lot.
I know.
A lot of people
I
did.
do appreciate you liking that. I didn't even realize that was Liam's thing. The guy's handsome.
He wasn't much of a shaker. He was just more of a nudist. And let me tell you, it was phenomenal. You should have seen. Best moment of that spectacular was when we were all walking out of our cars. We're standing in the road, and there's just old people walking up and down the road just looking at us like, what is going on here?
Yeah, old people are something else.
And how do you explain it? Like, we're going to a Christmas with Santa?
You know,
Like, how do you, that doesn't really rationalize
so
much.
this is actually, I'm glad you brought that up. This has become such a big part of my life, and I'm living at home. And my family's starting to ask questions.
Yeah.
And I'm honest with them, you know, like I'm training for the spectacular, like I'm doing this so I can go to this breakfast with Santa. It's gonna be amazing. And they don't know what to think.
Yeah.
Apparently my dad just found, I forgot to tell him, and he just found out through my mom.
Okay.
And I think when I get home tonight, we're gonna have like he's gonna sit me down. He's like, son, what are you doing? And I'm gonna tell him, and I think he's gonna cry when he realizes what's going on.
You should tell him that I'm in it too. He used to love saving my car off tow trucks. That man.
And you know what? Maybe he'll save you again.
I would love that. If my car ever gets towed again, I know who to call.
Ghostbusters?
Probably. So, when we're looking at that 5 spot, do you have any kind of front runners right now? Do you see? I mean, it's a general consensus that it's you and Liam, and then right under you guys is probably Joe, as of right now. A lot of people are saying Rob, but
Yeah,
we need to
I
see a
mean-
little bit more out of Rob first.
At this month in the spectacular with the campaigns, I feel like we're like getting right into the heart of it. So in like 2 weeks, you should probably be like, if you haven't been doing your big stuff at that point, then you're like kind of out of it. It's like if Cal doesn't start like being like consistent with his appearances or things that he's doing. Like,
He's the only one who hasn't watched an episode of the show yet.
well, that's a
Not even
problem.
one.
That's gonna be tough because someone like myself, with none of that, no history, no 3-year sleep, put in a lot of work and I'm sure a lot of love for the spectacular, which seems like at this point it's kind of trumping what he's been doing the last.
Oh
last
yeah,
3
absolutely.
years.
Well, he just has a consistent performance, and like he's kind of like one of those players. He gets in there, you know what you're going to expect.
And
But as far as campaign goes, he's non-existent. So I don't know. It's anybody's game. I don't know how the committee's going to rank this. Hopefully,
I don't know either.
I've been saying this for a while, but hopefully when we spin the wheel, we get Franklin on, because I as much as I want to hear from everybody else, I feel like I want to hear from Franklin first, so I can like kind of figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, I think having Franklin on would be like a great way to really clarify a lot of this stuff and really bring. I think maybe it'll bring to light some of this, like how he's gonna even decide what's going on. Is it him deciding? He's with the committee?
Well, he's the mouthpiece of what the committee decides.
So yeah, how he's gonna decide.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tough decision.
Yeah.
That's gonna. I'm happy I'm not the guy making the one.
I mean, I know that the current committee right now isn't too favorable of me. They were consistently rating me pretty low the past couple of years, so we'll see how the committee ranks me this year. New mouthpiece, but same committee, so we'll see how it goes.
Hey, you keep working hard.
Hey, I'm putting in the work with the 6S.
I mean, hey, we were talking before this. If you get that number, if you get that number 1 spot, you'll have the most number 1 draft picks
of all time.
Of all time.
I'm tied for number 1 right now. So
and that's special.
Hey, could be huge. I mean, it could go the same way with Leif too. Leif is somebody who does deserve it, but I don't see anybody else putting out 8 hours of spectacular content over the past 2 months in the middle of October.
I mean, the day that you put in today, to end up at a Wendy's, like you were saying.
Yeah, I've been at work since 5 in the morning.
45 minutes from your house. And, I mean, what, it was like 8 o'clock already? It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock.
I hate it. And we're in a Wendy's, folks. It doesn't get anything better than that.
It really doesn't.
So, yeah, I mean, you have a favorite campaign so far?
I mean, I'm on 6S, so if I can't think of anything in the next couple seconds, I'm going to say 6S.
You can say me, but it's more the cliche answer that I'm used to getting. I feel like a lot of people should be saying somebody like...
Well, if I got to...
I mean, everybody had their own moment, so I feel like anybody's got a good shot.
Let me change the question a little bit. I'm sorry to steal your thunder.
Of course.
Maybe not who's my favorite campaign, but whose campaign do I see being the best at the end?
Okay.
And like that's like something like that gives me the opportunity to pull in Yuletide Yosef's campaign. And like I'm still looking forward to the next video with whatever he cooks. Like I think that's gonna be so much fun, so interesting. I'm looking forward to Coach putting out some content. Like I think he's very like
he's getting complacent.
He's active in the community, but he's not. I mean, I guess he's a coach though. You coach. You have to build up the rest of the team for let them shine on the field.
I feel like campaign-wise, people like me, you, Liam, even Joe at this point, his own brother, we're all running laps around the coach right now, campaign-wise.
I mean,
I could be wrong, but to me, that's what I'm seeing.
I mean, Coach has a couple good videos here and there. I love when he photoshops his face onto another person. Sometimes when I'm looking at him, I think, oh, is that really Coach holding up the championship belt?
And it could be.
I mean, I'm still not entirely sure if it's Photoshop or not. That being said, he's got the shredder too, but I mean
the shredder was probably the second best piece of content so far this year.
It was. Oh, you just like it because you were rated so high on the.
Well, I like the really analytical approach. I mean, it was a little bit too. I don't even know, headstrong for somebody who's not a committee member, I believe, but it was a good video. I mean, I loved it. I was rated as high as I was. But I feel like I deserve it. You have one heart attack and you lose a draft pick the next year.
I don't understand how your heart attack knocks you back. The heart attack just shows that you put yourself on the line.
Exactly. Well, that's what I was saying. I'll explain it. So, first year of like the whole draft thing.
Were you number 1 overall?
Yeah. That was my first year, and it was just me and Dan. Next year, I come in off of that performance where I'm the only one there, so naturally I got to be the first overall pick the next year. I come in number 1 again. The year after that, I come in at... This is probably the year that the campaign started. Oh, yeah, you do the swap.
Yeah, keep going. No, don't,
Okay.
don't mind me. It's the frosty time.
So, it's probably the year that the campaign started, but I came in at number...
Was it 2018, 2019?
I think this is 2018, 2019. And I went in as... I think I don't know. I'm really mixing up the facts, but whatever spot I went in, what happened was I just ate too much. And, I got so sick from eating as many plates as I did, which if you look on the stats, I probably ate like 3 plates. God, I don't know how much I ate. I'm not going to say that the stats are lying, but I find it hard to believe.
You ate 3 plates and you had a heart attack?
I had heart
Okay.
heart palpies, and I was, all the blood was rushing to my head. I was like throwing up. I mean, I've thrown up at the past 3 spectacular straight.
I mean, that's gonna mean something.
I mean, you can even see it in the video that just came out.
Yeah,
Like I said, I threw up.
You looked a little rough too.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning, but I mean, that just shows some heart and some dedication.
Well, I left early. That's what sank me. So then the next year I come in, and I'm coming in at like a 3rd overall spot, and I think I put on a solid performance, but it almost doesn't matter.
This is last year?
This is last year. So now I have that tainted resume of the heart attack.
That's tough to come to see.
I'm just trying to build myself back up.
I see you building yourself back up, and it's quite a beautiful story if you really think about it.
It's been a journey.
The golden child, number 1 draft pick, falls from grace.
Who is the golden child of this, Becky? I mean, we can't decide whether it's Liam, whether it's...
Well,
Leif.
I'm just trying to do right now it's Leif. I mean,
yeah,
it's like Franklin, and then it's Leif, and then this is their hands interlocking.
You think so?
Not really. I don't want to be like throwing shade out there, but I just think just Leif's he's just the top guy. We gotta stop talking about him. The last thing I'll say though,
And that's what everybody keeps telling me.
I don't know how
It's
got
hard
here.
not to, sadly.
I think what I want to say, the last thing about Leif, is like if he's gonna be this strong next year, and if he's a lock for number 1, which I don't think he will be. I mean, we gotta expand a little bit. I mean, we gotta expand maybe like 6 people for the next year. If we have this many locks, we're trying to fit. Let's see, Liam, myself. Ooh, excuse me, Yuletide. Wait, Liam, myself, Yuletide. And then let's say Merry Mobster keeps going strong. That's 4 people you got to fit in the 1 spot possibly.
Yeah.
If we're saying that you, Jingle Bombs, Lars, and Leif are locks at this point, not locks, but rubber locks.
Well, I've talked about this a lot on the show, and I believe that the committee's leaning more towards allowing more people to be able to campaign and letting them buy their ticket, but not expanding the draft itself and keeping it a rigid 1 to 5, whether we have 10 people or 300.
Okay.
Because it's always been 1 to 5 even when we only had 5 people. So I don't know where the committee's looking for in the future. Again, another thing that I want to ask Franklin next week. Hopefully I get to meet him in person.
Oh, I hope so too.
That would be huge.
Oh my gosh. I've heard he's handsome.
I heard he looks like Didi Gregorius.
Yeah, that makes sense. The last name and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gregorius.
Yeah. It's spelled exactly the same.
2 O's.
Yeah.
Instead of 1.
Yeah. No, it's the same.
Yeah.
So, I like that. I mean, because the whole thing, the Vario family sponsor. I mean, you can't buy 1,000 tickets. So it makes sense. You don't want to expand expand more than that. But I mean, maybe we do the 5 draftees they get, and then I don't know. I feel like. Because then anyone really can buy their way in at this point. Because if I'm not drafted, of course I'm gonna buy my way in.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we
guess
might get to a point where we got 40 people buying in.
People, yeah.
But you never really know which direction we're gonna head in.
Sorry about the finger.
Oh, I like that a lot,
Yeah.
actually. So yeah, I mean, at this point, it's really anybody's game. I feel like even number 1 and number 2 could be touched. I feel like the committee kind of wants to see a shakeup of the establishment. They're liking a lot of of the newer faces. They're like a lot of the veterans having a resurgence period.
Man, Mobster.
I don't know. I wouldn't be I'd be surprised if Leif doesn't go 1, but at the same time, a part of me kind of feels like it's almost destiny that at one point he has to be dethroned. I mean, we're gonna keep campaigning until we have our first male son is 13 years old.
Yeah.
That's when you're officially disqualified.
Okay. That's good to know.
And Leif hasn't had a son yet, so he's
we
got
sure
at
about
least
that?
30. Well, we don't know,
Okay.
but we have at least 13 years in the tank of Leif. And like, what is he gonna go for 15 years in a row, number 1 overall? At what point does he get the throne?
No.
And here I am talking about him again.
You know what the thing is in 2 years when people like myself, Yuletide Yosef, Jingle Bombs, we have our 2-year slates or whatever, 3-year slates, and we're more experienced. I mean, the only thing that's stopping us from taking that one spot is the campaign at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I think that what really sets us apart between myself and one of the top people is that like I haven't had that experience.
Yeah.
But, like I can campaign as hard as the next guy.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how hard I campaign, I probably won't even get the 5th spot. Which again, it's all right.
I don't know.
It's my rookie
I don't
year.
know. You could make a solid running if you put on the best campaign of all time. I can't see the committee not taking it. The committee, I feel like they underweigh how much the campaign actually means to them.
Well, that's because
They always say
it's
a
so
slate,
new.
it's a slate, but the campaign, I feel like, means a lot more than they say.
I think after this year, you're gonna see campaigns actually be even more, like, I guess you could say crazy, grand.
I can't imagine it.
Yeah, I think it's actually gonna get bigger than what we have this year.
I can't imagine spending more than an hour a week of my time recording a podcast and then spending 2 nights trying to get it onto my computer and then having it barely upload. But hey, I mean, if it's for the spectacular.
You might have to buy an actual camera.
No, I don't have the money.
You could sell it. You could sell one of your tires in the car.
I could, but then I'd have to tricycle it, unfortunately. Oh, man.
That's a good point.
It's a solid
So
point.
here, I wore this shirt because I thought it said winter's coming.
Oh.
You can show it.
It's
here.
saying it's here, actually.
It says winter's here.
Yeah.
There's winter's here, I guess. So, I just wanted to let you know I'm getting really excited for Christmas season. People are talking about this Halloween, and like it's kind of bothering me.
Yeah, no, Halloween, overrated holiday by far.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, we're like 22-ish minutes in.
Yeah.
Normally, around this time, I start my power rankings.
Okay, we can.
Now, a lot of people have opted out of power rankings to elect for something more like, what's this guy's ceiling, what's this guy's floor, just talking about specific candidates and what you like out of them. Is there any format you prefer, or do you want to just go in straight 1 through 10?
I want to do what I think each person in the spectacular should do next.
What they should do next?
Yeah, like to improve themselves.
Okay.
And I don't have actually any ideas. I haven't thought about this at all.
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be more fun than like.
No, I like that a lot.
Because if you see like Big Daddy Christmas and Merry Mobster, those guys are. I feel like they should easily have that 4 or 5 spot or whatever you want to say.
That bothers me.
They've been there. They've been here for so long. They've put up such good performances, and they're just not getting the recognition because they're not out there as much as other people are. So like I want to see them do something, and then maybe really make that decision for Franklin and the committee so hard that he explodes.
Yeah.
At the end.
And he might have to go back to Jiffy Lube.
Oh my gosh, I would feel awful.
Imagine he puts in his 30th year at Jiffy Lube after a year at the Specky. Like, it's too much for him.
Well, I mean, maybe he'd be promoted to manager if they see that he's got the Specky on his resume.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, he might be GM.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be huge for him. District manager, maybe.
Jiffy Lube.
Jiffy Lube. And God forbid anybody has car problems, he's going to get out there.
Oh yeah, you don't need you don't need my dad anymore. You got Franklin.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we'll see how that
I'll always
episode-
need your father.
Yeah. I love that. So if you want to, again, I don't want to take your show, but if you want to just say a name,
Yeah, absolutely.
we'll talk through it.
How about we start with yourself?
What can I do to? Oh, that's a great question.
I am Joe Rogan.
I started off with my beautiful Merry Mondays. Please watch every Monday at Christmas time, which is 12:25 p.m.
Right in the middle of the day, of the work day,
But
unfortunately.
it's Christmas time. I can't do
Yeah.
it at 12:25 p.m. because I fall asleep
Yeah.
before that time.
No, that's
I
fair.
gotta wake up early. I explained just real quick. I explained this to my brother, the timing. I
Yeah.
said it's at Christmas time every Monday, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" I said it's 12:25, and it clicked for him, and he started dying laughing. He loved it.
A lot of people love the show.
I might have him on one of these days if I can get him free. I'm gonna try to have him on.
I'd like to hear his takes on the spec.
And continuing that, I want to have my mom on one
Okay.
of these days. She's actually teaching a religion class, a theology class at St. Anthony's High School.
No, she's not.
She was called upon to teach freshman theology, intro to the Bible,
That is incredible.
It is fantastic. The other day, it was Monday morning, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I gotta pair my verse with Zeke's Quran verse, and I'm like, I don't know which one to do. I'm looking through the Bible, and my mom's there. We're having breakfast together, and we just sat down. We flipped through the Bible. She picked out the verse. It was just beautiful.
How can he not? How can he not?
I'm getting my mom on. She loves this stuff. So, be prepared. You know, you've been seeing guests like Big Daddy Christmas, Jingle Bombs.
And can we talk about that for a second? Not to interrupt. How did you get him to do a spectacular content?
He has the biggest soft spot for me, I think.
Yeah?
He's, you know, he might be like Cal, but, you know, deep down inside, he's still Cal.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
But I think if there's time he wants to spend with me, I think he'll really do anything it takes.
Yeah.
Which is I mean
you can say whatever you want. He's never gonna hear this or listen to
Oh
it.
my gosh, yeah, no. He's Cal, he's tall. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he catches his balls absurdly well.
As much as he's got going on.
Everybody was so shocked. That week, people were like, how did he get Cal on the show? I mean, I had Cal landed on my wheel for S.S.S.S.S, and he wouldn't pay me the $30 he owed me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I was asking for money. I was like, hey, can you just pay me back from when we went out to dinner? And he wouldn't even do it. He didn't even care that he wasn't going to be on the show. Then he pays me back a week later like it was nothing. It's like, oh, what do you want to get back on the wheel?
Yeah, so we're going to jump to Cal right after I finish what just talking about my experience with him.
Yeah.
Of course, the 1 week that I get this. What do you want to call it? Groundhog spectacular. He's like the groundhog of the spectacular.
Yeah.
He only comes out and he sees a shadow. He hides and he goes away.
Tweets an obscure word.
Yeah. He'll throw something out there. But of course, the day that I try to have him on, Instagram falls apart.
Yeah.
It was a big mess.
I mean, it's the most Cal thing of all time. He probably did it himself.
Yeah. Even better though, now it's on YouTube. Easier to like clip and stuff.
Yeah.
If you ever want to see him again.
And you got him on his break at work. That was crazy.
Oh my gosh! Apparently he told his boss he had to go out and take a phone call.
Yeah.
His boss like, yeah, do whatever you
And
need
that's so unfortunate for everybody.
Okay, so let's go to Cal. What could Cal do to get that number 5 spot or 4 spot or whatever?
He could campaign.
He could actually be present
Yeah.
in anything. Maybe watch the S.S.S.S.S. episode. Maybe start with this one.
I'm so surprised that people aren't putting Cal at like 9 or 10. Like, I've seen people put him at like 8 or give him like some kind of credit, but like, like people don't think about this, but Cal might tweet out the random occasional word every once in a while, and yes, he might have a 2-year/3-year slate. I'm not exactly sure, but Mike Johnson has a showing. Mike Johnson's been to a spectacular, and he hasn't tweeted a single thing or done a single thing. But how is he behind Cal? Just because Cal was here an extra year? They both haven't done anything.
I don't want to accuse anybody of anything, but you know, Mike Johnson. If Mike Johnson tweeted out the same amount as Cal, he'd be at least
number
7.
1.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The spectacular likes Mike Johnson.
I figured.
Yeah. I mean, everybody likes Mike Johnson. It's hard to not, sadly.
So let's jump to Mike Johnson. What could he do? He could honestly.
Well, he could campaign.
No. If he just tweeted out, "I like Christmas" every 3 days, that would just to show that he's alive.
Yeah. And nobody really does know if he's still going or not. So.
I mean, yeah. It doesn't sound like. I mean, at this point, it's October.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you're doing at this point.
It's so late in the game at this point. If you haven't started your campaign, yeah, you're falling behind. But
yeah.
I mean, it's not over. If we can get Mike to start his campaign, he could be in the running.
If he started right now and he just tweeted out a little bit, maybe send a picture of his face into Twitter or something like that, every once in a while.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know, just something simple like that. He could really jump to as high as he can go.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, Mike Johnson. I mean, I want to see him in here. I really do.
In Wendy's?
Well, in the Wendy's. In the spectacular, in the running,
I went on that
in his campaign.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I would love to see him. I mean, that kid threw out his shoulder for a softball game.
Yeah,
that was
fell out of the car for the specky.
Fell out of the car.
Fell out of a car.
So we'll see.
Let's pivot.
Okay, go.
Joe Traverso, somebody who's exploded lately. After so many people were telling him, just started. He finally started it, and it was phenomenal. Better than anybody could expect.
I think he just keeps consistency with that. I think he's gonna keep that consistent, and then I think he throws in one more big thing, something that's gonna whoa. then I think that's gonna propel him to the top.
Yeah.
I think as long as he just keeps consistency, and maybe has one big, like I guess you call it like a right hook or something like that. I think Joe's got the top rookie spot. I mean, again, he's got experience from last year.
Yeah, he does. He does, and that's one thing that he does have over you at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's a fair game. It's really who wants it more at this point, and even then, it's the committee's decision, which is what's wild.
If we're going content for content, like if I'm doing my Merry Mondays, and if he's posting his things on Mondays, I'm gonna be pissed if he continues to do that.
Yeah, and I'm glad nobody's taking Sundays from me yet.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's the Sundays are just a
Snowy Sunday spectacular.
it makes sense. You could have done Saturday though.
I could have, but I feel like Sunday
Sunday's
flowed
so
more.
much better.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So,
NFL football. Yeah, I try to time it so like 8 p.m. It's kind of like right before the 8:20 game starts, so you just miss the first hour of it or so. That's a bit. Who wants to see the first quarter?
I mean, I know. I mean, I watched the Ravens game the other night.
Phenomenal.
I only watched the last part of it. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like I watched the whole game.
I
heard they were down or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson had like the number one ranked performance out of any quarterback of like all time that game. He had like 454 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He was like 33 for 36, something crazy like that. How high do you think Lamar could go if he was in this
I was
package?
gonna say if he tweeted out "I love Christmas" in October,
yeah,
I think he would get a number one overall.
I feel like he might even get a Vario invite from Jill.
Oh my, okay, yeah, you're right. Well, he would have to have his shirt off.
Well, back in the day when Jill was single, I was always calling collusion on people saying that they were getting gay in because they're gonna be dating Jill.
Oh yeah.
I know that's a touchy subject for most. Anyway. Let's move on to Rob.
Okay. I mean, I love what he's got going on. I love the Merry Mobster. I think it is just amazing. Fits him perfectly. Excuse my my burps. I mean, I think if he gets some sort of, I gotta say this again, some sort of consistency with like maybe like appears here or there. That doesn't even have to be consistent. If he's just around.
Yeah.
I think that's like as long as we're talking about him, maybe we talk like about something he did. Mm-hmm. Then I think he had a video. Oh no, he just posted a video.
He was in the back of Joe's. Yeah, but he posted a video, but it had nothing to do with him.
He didn't do it. I thought I watched half that video thinking that it was him and singing it.
Yeah,
and it wasn't.
It's the worst part.
I think if he gets on, actually he doesn't have to get on camera. If he just records himself singing that, I think that'll do it.
That could put him in that could put him in the territory.
I would love to see that. Just something unique out of him.
Yeah.
And it could just be like a big thing, and like you never see him again.
Yeah.
I think maybe like the next town hall. Mm. But I mean, I feel like he's got a good track record, and if he just does a little campaigning, a couple big things, I think that's a lot for that's gonna be a lot for him.
Yeah, the more his voice is heard, the more that that Rob gets on shows and he starts.
Oh, that's my hand again. This is my thumb.
Love that.
You got a cute nose.
Thank you. So do you, actually.
Thanks.
Yeah, we just need to see Rob. Like, we need to see Rob on shows. Mm-hmm. We need to see him campaigning. We need to see him, put some effort in.
He's got to make up a little bit for missing that first town hall. I mean, and it's not his fault as much as it's his fault.
No, it's his fault.
It's 100% his fault. But you just see like a little bit more out of him. I mean, he doesn't have to do as much as I do or Joe has to do to get that spot.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
Absolutely
He really
not.
doesn't. And I think we're just trying to find a balance between those things.
Yeah. No, I know. And I mean, you'd think that at this point he'd start it, but at the same time, if you know Rob enough, like, he's not going to start it, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, if he just posts a picture of himself in a fedora, I just want people
with
to
the cigar.
I just want people to post pictures of themselves. Like, I want to
just like their faces.
Yeah, like if we could get like a day going where everyone just posts a picture of whatever they're doing. Like maybe you're at work. It's like it's 12:25 on Friday.
Yeah.
You just like post a picture of yourself. I'll start the trend. I'll be doing that. Just wherever I am at 12:25, I'll just post a picture of myself on Twitter or maybe Instagram, depending on.
That's a good take. I like that.
I think that'd just be fun. I mean, It would just bring us closer together because I feel like there's a lot of talking about everybody, but there's not a lot about talking with everybody.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. What you got going on.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to hear everybody's voice here.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what I'm trying to get some other people on. I want to get them involved in my what I'm doing here.
So, You want to go to? Let's go to Liam.
Liam. Oh, you know what? I love Liam. I think he's such a. I don't know why he's rated so low, dude.
This is what I was saying last week. Did you watch my show last week? I was like, I don't understand.
Your show, cause I watched your show and I'm like, I don't understand why he's in the running for 4 or 5. Dude should be running for 2 or 3, maybe even 1.
The man went 3 last year. I mean, I don't understand how he went down.
And he was shirtless last year.
Yeah, excellent attire rating, incredible performance, and he's campaigning. What more do the people want? I don't understand how he's going. I guess, did everybody just step up and step around him, or did he fall somehow in other people's eyes?
I don't know if
I'm gonna start telling people that I think he's going like 3 or 4, because I believe he is, and I feel like the more people, I feel like people are kind of conditioned, like Lee first, Laura second, me third, and
so we've been doing it, you know.
Everybody's been saying the same things, but maybe it's just conditioning. What if somebody just kept saying, "Oh, Matt second"? Everybody would believe Matt's going second.
No, you're right. And then when Zeke came out and dropped the Lars 6, it honestly it was ridiculous. I mean, but it really opened up the board for a lot of people. You take one of those 3 guys out. Like I got on there. I think I went 4th or 5th or something like that.
I tweeted you out on
you
on my Specky. Yeah, I think you're going 5th. But then again, I said, like, you know, you got Liam, who's right behind you, and then you got Joe, who's like maybe 2 or 3 steps behind, but he has a chance.
2 or 3 more videos, everyone's gonna forget that Merry Monday started September 15th, and like his videos are just gonna be like, oh, I can't wait for the next show video, which is I can't wait either.
I'm excited to see what day he's gonna pick of the week. I mean, we're almost full on all these days.
After watching this, he knows he's got to back off on Mondays.
Yeah. Well, at this point, like, when do you ever take a night to yourself and not think about the spectacular? Because if you think about it, like, what night can you just, like, lay in your bed and not having more content coming on? Which, I mean, I love, but...
Tuesday. I think Joe's going Wednesday. And now, Fridays during the day, you're gonna see selfies from myself. I'll get Joe Rogan to do it. Honestly,
I'll get on
if
there.
you have a ball cap, maybe just put that on.
I might.
And just take it in the middle of the day.
Just wear some like UFC shirts or something.
Yeah, maybe if you're having lunch, throw your lunch with it. Yeah.
I mean, usually I'm fixing a server that just exploded in like Melbourne, Australia.
Well, yeah, that's because there's no time where you work, right? Because you work all over the country.
Well, yeah, but I've been home for forever. I haven't gone anywhere yet. The best I do is a quick Newark Liberty International.
And that's not a different time zone?
No, that's just about 2 hours down that road.
I can see it.
Yeah, you can see a plane coming right now.
Oh yeah. Where do you think they're going?
Italy, probably.
Yeah. What a great place. I love the Italian representation we have in here.
Oh my God, it's great, right? I mean, everybody's stepping out. I'm glad to announce I'm 12.9% Sicilian.
12.9.
Yeah, so
I think that counts.
I might start doing the Italian thing.
Yeah, you get some pasta. You like pasta?
I love it.
Okay, so then you're good. You should start having. Let's see, what's 12% of the 7 fishes?
Oh, that's a lot of math for me.
I'm gonna say
it's 1.
I guess that's
roughly.
I think that's right. We'll ask Yuletide to correct us on that because these guys, Math Mug, I think he definitely knows.
The kid knows.
You eat that much amount of fish on for Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could.
You could. You can.
I don't know which one to go for, unfortunately.
Yeah. I like hearing about the paisans I got with the Traverso brothers. That mean the 7 fishes. I'm looking forward to when we get real close to Christmas, and you got Yuletide cooking up a whole meal for us. He's doing all 7 fishes. Wait, isn't he? Oh, he's vegan though, right?
Yeah,
but
unfortunately he won't be eating the fish, but I'm sure he'd prepare them. I don't know. I don't know how he does it.
I think he could prepare them. And then we watch Mary Momster eat it.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I could get into that. Maybe smoke a cigar after.
You know, he's got to light it next time. You do the next one outside.
I know. I was trying to get him to do it. And I mean, we filmed every episode of S.S.S.S.S. yet that's been filmed besides this one. This is probably the earliest I've ever filmed an episode.
Oh, really?
Most of them are like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. The one with Liam last week was probably 12:15 in the morning.
I don't got that.
I mean, I always do them in the middle of the night, so this is something for me.
Do you ever sleep?
Not a lot of the time.
Not enough people hear about you. Are you doing all right?
I'm hanging in there as much as the campaign will allow me to.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got some new content actually coming out. By the time that this video is out, it might be out already. I don't know. I don't want to give a release date because I don't want to become another Part 2 meme, but you never know. Let's get back to the rankings, though, because a lot of people want to hear, like, Zeke. Zeke is somebody who's going. Like either way, he's a locked draft pick going to the spectacular. He does not have to put the effort in that he does right now, but I feel like it's kind of making a statement for next year. So, because it's hard. He has to either win MVP or Rookie of the Year, which he can't win Rookie of the Year anymore to get a lock next year. So, most likely, he's going to have to, he's going to have to run for real next year again. And I don't know. I feel like he's putting in a really good statement saying, like, listen, I know I'm already in, but I still care. I'm putting in the effort.
And then, again, I love that. I love what he's doing. I was gonna say something about complete. Oh yeah, Jingle Bombs. He's the lock to go, but he's not. He should be fighting for number one. There's always something better to get.
Yeah.
And you want to get the number one. You want to get the MVP. You got the Rookie of the Year. But let's keep it going. I mean, what he's doing right now is he should be fighting for that 3-2-1 spot.
Yeah, I mean, he said before in my show his campaign this year is about helping the rookies up. I mean, he's already in.
And that's very respectable. But don't forget about yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing great work, and I
in the Middle East or here?
More so here. I don't know if you watched. Did you watch Merry Monday?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gave a very weird comment about the babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna just.
He bombed somebody live on 6S.
He did.
Yeah. I mean, we stopped the conversation for a second. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I just had to bomb Kabul." Or something like that.
So I don't support Zeke in those things, but I let him do what he does because I know it's part of his religion.
Yeah, it's part of his culture.
Yeah.
He loves that.
So back to Zeke. If he just, I mean, I want to. You know what? Maybe we'll save it for next year. Maybe he can save that stuff for next year. And I love what he's doing for the rookies this year. And I think next year he's gonna go crazy. I really do.
And to think about Zeke going crazy, at what point does he get arrested?
I don't know.
I don't know how he's been posting the things that he posts and how it's been going on. Like, God forbid somebody turns on him, like in this campaign, and is like, "Hey, this is a video of Zeke."
I feel like we're close. I feel like we're very close to that. I feel like the end of next year, the only reason Zeke's not going to go to the spectacular is because he's going to be behind bars.
Have you ever seen the video from last year when he announced his campaign? It was the most absurd thing.
I think I did, but I don't. It's been so long, and I wasn't as deep in as I am now.
We were just sitting there. I mean, and we heard rumblings about Zeke campaigning or Zeke wanting to come to the Specky, but it wasn't anything like to. We were just like, "Oh yeah, that'd be great. Like that'd be sick." Next thing you know, we're sitting down on Rob's couch, and Rob pulls up a video on the TV, and there's Zeke. We see him for the first time with the whole thing on.
It's iconic.
And he's doing this kind of dance and he's singing about the
horrifying.
Specky.
I love it.
Oh my God, we had to like get every person that we loved and cared about out of the room. I mean,
he's so unique.
He's such
what
a
he was
wild
saying
card.
about the characters. I love it. I think that's a really fun part about the campaign and really being able to come into like a fun character. Like you're Joe Rogan, I get to be Mistletoe Matt, I get my little thing, you get your little thing, Jingle Bombs. His thing. I'm actually kind of I don't know. Is he actually a terrorist? Because I'm real close to
I don't know actually.
Okay.
He keeps a lot of that like under wraps, like who he is in like real life.
He's so really into it that I don't know if he's actually not.
Yeah, and I mean that's probably why he keeps distance from us. He filmed 6S from the Kabul airport.
I saw that. Yeah.
And I mean like
connection wasn't that good.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but yeah, he tried his best. Now I want to hear the Almberg brothers, Leif and Lars. They're constantly sitting at the top two. Is there anything either of them can do to really be like, oh, Leif is a lock or Lars is a lock for one or two? They're not already.
I'm running out of ideas. I mean, you can you can't start another podcast or talking show. I mean, you could do something unique like what Yuletide's doing, some short little things. But these guys are heavy hitters. They're not gonna just do just a talk show. You're gonna see the Shredder once, twice a month.
I'm trying to make him do it once a month or once every couple weeks, once every 2 weeks maybe.
I love to see how it changes. I don't see big jumps, but I do see those people, all the people that were on top of each other, flip flopping.
Yeah,
and
it'd also be encouraging if you're 7 or 8 and you post a really good video, you start your campaign really hard, and you see yourself slowly climbing up to 6. What's stopping you from getting up to 5 at that point? I feel like it's kind of encouraging to people who are in that race.
But when it does come to the Shredder, it's difficult. For myself to really jump that rating. I can get 1 out of 1 campaign score.
Yeah.
But like that'll get me like 6, maybe 5, depending like max. Which is 5 is good. That's where I'm hoping for. But it's that 3-year slate that's really tough.
Now, did you see the gap in between me, who went second, and Leif, who went first? Did you see it was like over 20 points, and then me, everybody was like 1 point, half a point. It was like 6 people who were like within a point, half a point, and then you look at Leif, and he's at like 82.
I'm not talking about him anymore. He's special. I'll say that, but I can't say anything else.
I believe that he's number 1, but there's got to be some collusion. You know.
I think that's your big thing, right?
Collusion.
Can I hear a little bit about your Morpheus suit?
Oh, the Morpheus suit. Yeah. So 1 year, I consistently, what always hurts my campaign, not my campaign, but my performance grade every year, is that my costume's always atrocious.
Oh, okay.
Something that I'm trying to turn around.
Yeah, when
year.
you showed up with just the Christmas sweater on.
I show up with the Christmas sweater and pants every year, but it's just how I turn it after.
Yeah.
That is what makes the costume what it is, and a lot of people don't really understand that. I respect that.
I did like what you had going on.
But 2018, 2019, I came in with the Christmas sweater and pants, and I found out that Dan's mom had a red leather jacket that goes all the way to your ankles, and I was like, I can't not wear this. So I rode it all the way to the ankles, and I was the first ever person to dress up as a costume character for the spectacular.
See, that's what people don't give you enough credit for.
And I got the 3rd lowest costume rating of all time. 3rd lowest.
That's hilarious.
I believe. I mean, I know I get called out a lot now on my stat checking.
I don't. Yeah.
I gotta like pull out like spreadsheets and stuff for next week. I feel like, did we miss anybody?
We talked about. Oh.
Bless you. Love that. Bless you. No cuts on 6S.
Yeah,
No cuts.
I used to have a Santa sweater that he was dabbing on it, but I lost it.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. We talked a little bit. We talked enough about Liam, right? That we did it. And then
we talked about Liam.
Okay. Because I love Liam, and I like what he's got going on. And his campaign is unique. I don't think people understand that his campaign's not a video content campaign, and I think maybe we should try to make room for people that aren't gonna do like a video thing.
Exactly, and that's what I said to him. I was talking to him last week on the show, and I was like, "Oh, we got on the topic about how your like series and Zeke's series boosted you guys up probably more than anything else you guys have been doing." And he's like, "You think that's what it is? You think it's like video content that you need?" I'm like, "Not exactly, because I feel like Lars went into here. I mean, obviously coming off of an amazing pick last year, number 2, an incredible showing, coming off Rookie of the Year from 2 years ago. He deserves a number 2, but he was at number 2 with just my Specky. There's no video in that. It took until the second. I mean, that video.
Oh my god, I love that.
It was phenomenal.
It was just.
I
wish I was before you just go. I was like taken aback because I didn't know about it happening the year prior,
first time.
And it was even better knowing that this is a thing.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
I'm curious to see what's gonna happen next year. He might be on there next year. He might be at the spectacular next year.
I hope so.
I would love that.
Yeah, now that'd be special.
Yeah, I feel like Lars and Joe are those people who could literally just turn a light switch and they put out the video of the year. And they're so Zeke with the shock factor, but with the overall quality that goes into a Lars or a Joe video. And I mean, Lars' video last year was quality. I mean, the fact that he had the whole presentation done like that was phenomenal. But Joe's overall quality of video might have been better. I did prefer Lars's a little bit, but like now Lars and Joe are kind of in the same kind of category with like they could drop a video and it's and I mean that's a boost for Joe, and that should be a boost for Lars too. I mean Joe is known as one of the best.
We should be admiring
video campaigners.
Yeah, we should be admiring the quality, and not over quantity, but in a different way. Like the quality that these guys put out is fantastic. You don't have to be on the camera 24/7. Like you and myself are, but we put out good quality. But they put out fantastic quality.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that basically started last year, really, right? And now it's evolved into now we get these podcasts and things going on. I do wonder though if we do have like that space for something else. So like something unique but not as in your face as having your face on camera.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious to see how we evolve. I guess it's really just up to people. I mean, this is what I do because this is what I came up with. If I could come up with something even better than this, I'd be doing it, but I can't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm curious to see where, like, the great minds of the Specky take us.
And I think if anyone's going to be the one that's going to make that something special, that off-camera campaign, I think it's going to be someone like Liam. I think he has the potential to do things that aren't, he's not going to film himself doing anything. He's going to just do something.
Yeah, something's brewing. And I feel like, I hate saying it every week and just not seeing it, but I feel like Cal is another one of those people who could do something. And he could rise the ranks, but we need to see him do it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You really think that Cal has anything going on up there? You think that his tweets align into something?
And it's kind of common belief, but...
The dude, I believe, personally, that he just throws out tweets just because he's like, oh, I got a campaign, I like Christmas a lot, send...
Can I use this as a teaser video for this week? What you just said, so that maybe he'll go on Twitter and he'll see it and he'll be like, hey, look, somebody's talking about me, maybe I'll watch an episode of S.S.S.S.S.
I'm trying to talk as much shit about Cal so that he starts watching any video. He doesn't watch Merry Mondays.
No.
He doesn't watch.
He's not going to
watch Bomb Rookies. He's a veteran. He's a real veteran. But he's not going to watch S.S.S.S.S. That's... Yeah. What else does he do with his time?
It is a lot to ask people.
I guess.
It's a lot to ask of people to, watch an hour-long spectacular content where I'm kind of just regurgitating a lot of the time. And right now I haven't slept in like 20-something hours and I'm at a Wendy's at 9 o'clock.
But you have a tie on. I don't know if people really saw how great you look. And it was close to being a Christmas tie because I thought those were snowflakes.
They should be for the Smitty.
This is sliding a little bit. I have a shirt on and we're in public.
Yeah, we're in public doing this whole thing. We're the only people in the Wendy's.
We're in a Wendy's right now. Yeah, show the...
That's the Wendy's, folks.
This is real. There's a guy cleaning tables in front of us.
Yeah, no, at one point we were talking about, like, deep specky, like, lore, and there's a dude right in front of us, and he's just like... So, you never know what you're going to get on 6S, you really don't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do one like skydiving, one on a plane, one on a train, like different location. But it's hard to coordinate just in general. I mean, a lot of these people are out of the state. They can't really do an in-person call. Mm-hmm. But I like changing it up.
I'm happy I'm here. Happy that I can do the call. Just one more try to keep this real steady.
Absolutely. I feel like we're coming around to the close of this. Usually this is right around where I close it. Last week I had Liam spin the wheel by himself. Would you feel comfortable about, like, maybe when you get home?
No, can I do it right now?
Oh, you want to do it right now?
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're not done with the episode, so you just keep talking. Try to fill the space.
It's on Wheel of Names.
Okay. Do you want to just get it up for me?
Yeah, of course.
Put everyone's name in and stuff.
I'm
going to talk about the show I just started watching. Midnight Mass. I mean, very sacrilegious show, but it's fucking crazy. It blew my mind. I was in the car right before we did this in the parking lot by myself, just watching the end of one of these episodes. My jaws just dropped. It is just ridiculous. But there's a lot of Catholic stuff in there, which again is pretty sacrilegious the way that they go about it. But it's very accurate. It's very accurate. So if you ever want to go to mass without going to mass, you watch the show. It's pretty
or
interesting.
Watch.
Oh yeah, you can watch my show too. Yeah. Let's see. So next week, we got a good. I guess next week it'll be in a day from now. We got a fun baby fact that it's gonna blow everyone's mind.
Keep plugging away.
Yeah, I'm not done. We're gonna continue. I'm gonna start the Friday trends. I'm gonna post it this Friday. Right now it's Wednesday. I'm gonna post it this Friday. So when you see it, when you watch the show on Sunday, you're gonna be like, why did he just post a selfie of himself on Friday? And it's gonna be even better. So it's all gonna connect right now. Boom, bam, blown away. Any other content I got coming up? No, that's really it I got going on right now. If you do want to be on Merry Monday and you're available, the problem is I'm trying to pick people who are available because people aren't always available at 12:25.
So myself, I would have asked to be on it already.
I would have asked you to be on it already. But if you are available, let me know. I'd be happy to have you on. You don't have to get a Bible verse or anything. Just want you to be there and enjoy it. Enjoy the good word with me. Now, is that everybody?
I believe so. I'm trying to think. We had King Kirsch on week 1. We only have 3 people left, folks, as far as I'm aware. but I don't want to rob somebody again like we robbed Costa by accident. We had, let's go from like...
Yeah, Mike Johnson's not coming on.
I don't believe he is,
Yeah.
as much as I want him to. But
Oh, sorry, continue.
so we had Leif, we had Lars, we had Rob, we had Zeke, we had Liam, we had you, and then Dan was week 1.
So that means we got
Joe, we got Franklin, and we got Cal. I think that's
Yuletide
it.
hasn't been on here yet?
He hasn't been on
I'm
yet.
going to spin the wheel.
Big moment. Ooh,
That's it.
And you called it.
That's a good follow.
You called it.
That's a good... Did I call it?
Yeah, let the fans see all that.
Yeah.
That's Yuletide
I'm going to
Yosef.
put it this way. I think this is going to air this way. There you go.
Yuletide, buddy. I'll see you on the show.
Wow.
Can't wait. Maybe I could get some Italian hot chocolate. And, yeah, can't wait to see you on.
I'm so excited for him.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, when do you look close?
Oh,
Sorry.
Matt, it's been great having you on the
It has
show.
been
Thanks for coming
wonderful.
out to the Hempstead Wendy's at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, thanks for meeting me here.
Of course.
I really appreciate you having me on the show and really everything you've been doing.
Yeah, and I mean, man, I'm going to keep watching your campaign and staying up to date with you, and excited to see you climb even higher than you already are. I'm looking for number 5 or nothing lower than 5 out of you.
I know I'm pushing for it. You've been great. You've been great.
Thank you.
Again, thanks for everything.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So,
And I want to end the video on a little side note.